Good morning, y'all. So today we're just going to continue on working on this stuff. So I'll show y'all kind of where we've got to. My brothers are back there setting up the laser. We're going to measure where we're at, see how far we have left to do. Let me get over this dirt pile real quick and show y'all the pad over here. So this laser grader is doing a great job for us. Real happy with it. So that thing is awesome. As you can see, it's doing a pretty damn good job of getting all this dirt removed. Over here you'll see we have a good bit of, I would say probably this is Edwards limestone. I'm not exactly sure what formation this is from, but it's definitely a limestone. So if we look at it here, it's a pretty soft, pretty fragile limestone. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. Got a pretty good pile. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So we're gonna measure the grade. We're gonna see how much we have left to do, where we want these concrete pads to be. For some places here, there's some pretty sizable rocks that are kind of getting in the way of this machine. Today it's gonna be pretty exciting. We're buying a new piece of equipment for this whole project. We're getting a Case CX55B mini excavator. So when that gets here, we're gonna show you all that and continue working. So
go 10,
then we're 2 inches tall.
then we're going to be just 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches tall. I don't know if
so we're aiming for 10.
If we can get 4 more inches. Hang on, let's keep measuring.
I think we can. I mean, this looks pretty dirty still.
Yeah, it ain't this that matters though.
All right, so of course, before we get back after work, we gotta do maintenance on the machines. It's always smart to do this kind of thing. So they're gonna go ahead and grease it up. I'm gonna go find some hydraulic fluid around here somewhere to put in it. Thing's booking it right now. What the heck?
Turned it up.
Man, I didn't know you could do that.
Tired of the
Tick, tick, tick.
messing around. Oh, man, I like it.
Is that the one they had trouble getting oil in?
Oh, maybe. I didn't like it.
In there. All right, so we got a pretty good little pad cleared out back here where the piles are for all the other land clearing. So this little bit that we're clearing over here is gonna be for mostly just the dirt that we're taking up to get these pads level. Try to separate this stuff because as you can see, this stuff behind me over here has a lot of trees and a lot of wood in it. So we're hoping some of this dirt we're taking up right now we can actually use in the future. So yeah, we're, as you can see, here's a little sneak peek at what it takes to clear this land. We do a little bit too much weight sometimes with these dump trailer loads, and tires are going flat. So yeah, this is a constant struggle here, is these flat tires. So let me back my brother up here and we'll get this load dumped, and hopefully our mini excavator will be here, help us out a little bit. So as always, back to it. Take out a little bit. She's too heavy. So we got Blake back here with the skid steer. We're gonna try to get some dirt out real quick. See if we can pick it up then. Yeah.
That's a little high.
Check it out, guys. We got a mini excavator. So, all right. So this thing's a CX55B. It's a 2013 model. Has about 3,000 hours on it. We got this one because it was a good price and it has a very high bucket breakout force. So the breakout force on the bucket, I think, is about 12,000 pounds, 11,000 pounds, somewhere between there. So this is the highest on the CX range for cases. We're gonna be buying a bucket for it probably, or probably a couple of buckets. The bucket on it, home modified, I would call it. So it looks like they welded on some plates. So, and also if y'all notice, the actual teeth are welded on too. So,
It says Ashco.
yeah. Or it's from that company. That's odd. So yeah, we're gonna replace the buckets. We're gonna probably get 2 buckets for it and do that to start. Hey y'all, so I'm gonna try something new. I got myself a studio microphone for inside by my computer, and I'm gonna try doing a little bit of voiceovers every now and then, kind of give y'all a little bit more of a walkthrough about what's happening with the equipment. Like for example, you can see the Bobcat there is kind of trying to dig a little bit too deep. That's because the laser is set up to where it's trying to force that blade to a certain depth, and it's just not cutting it. It's just trying to cut too deep and it won't move forward, so I have to manually pick it up. We also tried getting the Case mini excavator out there, started practicing, you know, using it, getting used to the control systems. We wanted to see if it was going to be capable of pushing some of this stuff, but it doesn't look like it's going to be capable of it. We really just bought this machine so we could try to dig ditches for power lines and sewer lines, and most importantly drainage lines for when it rains out here. We want all the gutters to go into drainage. So you can see the laser grader kind of skits across the top of this limestone. It sort of shaves it off a little bit while it's trying to force that blade down. You'll see that it kind of cuts pretty well to the south, but as it gets to about this point here, it's trying to force that blade too deep. You'll see it start picking up the entire front of the machine. That's because the hydraulics for the blade are strong enough to pick up the machine, and it's trying to get that blade to where the level is level with the laser in the truck. So it's just not doing that great. So we got the mini excavator out there. We're trying to dig up some of this rock, see how well that goes. It's pretty bad, you'll see later on in the video, but I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit and get back to work, and I'll let past me take over from here. Yeah, so we worked pretty late last night working on the pads for the new buildings, and we're having a little bit of trouble with it. So this laser grader attachment on the skid steer isn't cutting it for some of the rocks it looks like we have. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and put diesel in it, and then I'm gonna go hook up a stump bucket we have and see if I can get some of these rocks up. We don't have a breaker, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's just limestone. It's not concrete, it's not reinforced or anything, so it looks pretty brittle. So we should be able to get some more of it up. So let's do some diesel. Built this nice little ish vintage looking little lean-to over here to store our nice little John Dow, I think it's a 54 gallon or something, diesel fueling station that we bought. So we're able to load that into the truck, go get it filled up. Used to have a lot more gas cans, but now we've kind of whittled it down a little bit. Probably get rid of these, you know, I hate those style. If y'all ever look for good gas cans, get the VP or the LC2s. So these right here. So I'm gonna drag those out, get some diesel in the machine, and get back to work. Okay, so what I got here is our basically stump bucket. So this thing is really meant for pulling stumps out of the ground, but I'm gonna try to use it to pick up some of the rock in here. So everywhere you see that's white, that's limestone, and there's some places that looks like it has pretty good sized rocks that the laser grader just isn't working on. So I'm gonna see what I can do with this. All right, so I got my brother hooked up back to the skid steer with the laser grader. I'll show y'all what I have to do here to get it hooked up. So here's our Universal Spectra Precision UL633N laser. So you turn it on, make sure the tripod's fairly level. I mean, this is an auto leveling laser, but you want to make sure. And as you can see behind me on the laser grader, there's two poles that each have a receiver. So what we do is we raise this laser on up until the receivers on the machine start reading. And then the machine is actually supposed to have an interface in the computer system to be able to fine tune it from inside the cab, but we can't figure out how to work it. So for now, we've just been having one person, me or my brother, come over here and adjust this laser up to where it needs to be, so that it starts reading. And then when he wants to cut a little bit deeper, we come put the laser down an inch. Seems to work fine. All right, that's your thing. So you gotta wait for this thing to start spinning. Takes a minute. There it goes. Now I got some worn out tracks. That's in the perform surgery on this shit here. And go back to work. Gotta keep on keeping on.
It smells like fresh burnout. That's about 50 bucks. Ew, this thing is jacked.
Okay, y'all, so we got the track back on the skid steer. Here's a piece of the rubber that came off this time. So these tracks are shot. We can probably still push this machine forward with the grader, but I don't think we'll be able to do any hard turning. It'll probably just pop the track right back off. So that's that. We should still be able to finish doing what we need to do until I get tracks. And yeah, now we know kind of what these machines are capable of. I don't think it damaged any of the undercarriage. The sprocket already needs to be changed. It's looking pretty worn. But yeah, so that's where it's ripping off. So what I think is what happened is this cable right here, one or two of those got broke at some point by either some of the rock that we have, or maybe last time when we popped the track off that one time. But yeah, I'll get on finding some tracks, and I'm gonna continue kind of eating away at some of this limestone. Look how nice and white it is. So yeah, this is some pretty fine caliche we could use somewhere, except for all the giant pieces of limestone. I'm gonna continue chipping away at it and make it so we can keep going down with all this land, get it to where we need it to be.
Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah.
Well, here we go again now.
You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courts, side of nosebleeds. Yeah, I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, same circle, still the same gang. Just get to it, one gang bang. Lost some friends in the same thing. Keep it low, maintain, find us in the list, man, keep it back. Find you on computers, got the two facts. Lose a file, throw it to the range. I lose a dollar, get it back. Like a proper rain. Big one shining on the ring. I got 3 daughters, you could bet that they gon' get the same. But they got morals, I'll be damned if they sell out for change. They won't sell out a thing. I lose it all, you bet I get it back by any means. I trust in God, won't be a dollar that can make me change. I got the power, I could get anything. I got the power.
All right, so we are almost done clearing the pad here. Concrete people should be here, I think, today to discuss with us what we're gonna be doing on both of these pads and get us a good quote on how much it's gonna cost us. So really the only thing left to do for me now is to hop on the mini excavator and get the back corner more figured out. My brothers behind me in the dump trailer, they're moving this pile right here to the back of the property. So a lot still kind of left to do, lots still left to move, but we're finally getting pretty close to being done with this part.
That's the corner right there, by that rock.
Gotcha.
That line right there.
Cool. Gotcha. So Sweet. So we still gotta take up the dirt all right here.
Right here. Probably not to here.
Gotcha.
To there. So bring this whole corner here.
Getting dark on him. Next episode, we should be cleaning up a little bit on the pad, and we should be hearing back from our concrete company. They're gonna come out here, they're gonna take a look at the pad, tell us what we still need to do to get ready for them, kind of give us a quote on the next 2 pads, and hopefully get started building the forms for the new pour. So look forward to that. If you're new to the channel, consider watching our other videos. Watch us get started on this crazy project that we're undertaking here at the ranch here. Also, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Consider sharing us with your friends, you know, that sort of thing. But I think that's gonna do it for now here at Coyote Ranch. My name is Barrett. Till next episode, y'all take care now. Bye.